Channel 7 News. Today, we have a very special broadcast from Leningrad.
Hello, Tom. What you're witnessing is the remains of Leningrad after the Germans had laid siege. Though they weren't completely encircled on September 8, 1941, nearly 900 days ago. Thankfully, things began to look in the Soviets' favor when they began to launch offensive of their own towards the Germans, finally becoming free of their hold. The loss of Leningrad would have been devastating to the Red Army's hopes in victory.
Oh wow, 900 days? That's quite a hardship. How has the city been affected?
It surely is a sight to see, Tom. A majority of the infrastructure has been destroyed, restricting their food supply, water supply, etc. People have been starving to the point of living off of sawdust. It is truly horrific what the Germans have done to these people in the name of racial domination.
Well, I'm sad to hear that, Bob. Our hearts here at Channel 7 go out to all those who have lost their lives. Are there any official numbers yet?
Well, Tom, out of the 2.5 million citizens of Leningrad, nearly a third have either died, evacuated, or are still remaining, along with the deaths of the soldiers involved.
Oh my! This must be the worst siege in history. It's like genocide.
Tom, it is truly unfortunate what these poor men have had to suffer through from the fascist regime under Hitler's control.
That Hitler fellow, eh? What a sad little man.
But enough about that, Tom. Today I have with us a German prisoner of war, captured by the Soviets, just as a result of their retreat.
Oh, goody.
I know you'd enjoy this. So, Felix, do you regret following Hitler's orders and ruining the lives of millions?
Nein! You silly Americans! If you knew our side of the story, you'd think otherwise. Schweinhund!
Oh, please elaborate.
Well, the experience us Nazis had wasn't all as it cracked up to be. We suffered too. We had to live off what we could, whatever land wasn't Russian, fearing for our lives, in our sleep that we'd be attacked by those red dogs. Many of our men died of starvation and the brutal winters. It was truly horrifying.
Wow, I didn't think it would be like that for you. Why do you think you ended up having to retreat?
Well, they had us outnumbered by the millions, and our men just couldn't handle it anymore. It was like a sea of blood relentlessly coming after us, wave after wave.
What about those that survived? What happened to them?
Most of them ended up like me, captured as prisoners of war, but the majority died in captivity.
Now I just feel like a jerk. What pain this siege has brought on not only to the Soviets, but the Nazi soldiers like you, too.
Fumara Russia!
Oh my, what is this?
Okay then, and now we have Joe for the traffic report. Joe?
Thanks, Tom. Now here you see on the Polish front, a large amount of tanks pushing through to Germany. So if you're planning to get away from Berlin, you might need a change of plans.
Thanks, Joe. And now we have two special guests. Tonight we have Viktor Reznov, a sergeant in the Red Army. And for the Nazis, we have Hans Steiner, a high-ranking official in the Wehrmacht, responsible for the death of many men. Now first, Victor, tell me, what has this war meant to you so far, and how has it affected you, especially the siege?
Well, Tom, I had just returned from protecting Stalingrad from those fascist pigs. When I saw the destruction laid upon what I used to call home, I was shocked. I could not believe what had happened, but I was proud that my comrades were able to pull through and defeat those pigs.
And, Steiner, how about you?
To me, unlike Dr. Comey over there, this war is about total domination. Sure, we may have killed millions of men in the process, but it is about achieving the most pure race. The Soviet blood is tainting the might of the Aryans. Heil Hitler!
Yes, but what about your men? Didn't they suffer too?
Yes, we suffered through brutal winters and had to eat anything we could find, but my men were valiant in their efforts to once and for all destroy the Red Army.
But why starve the city instead of attacking it head on?
Well, you see, Tom, it was by the order of the Fuhrer, codenamed Operation Barbarossa, for us to eliminate the last Red Army resistance on the Baltic front, while losing the least amount of our own forces.
Do you think you would have been victorious had you invaded them rather than starved them?
Perhaps. But either way, they just had too many forces and outnumbered our army by landslide. It would have been utter annihilation.
I see what you mean. Now, Victor, how do you think the rest of the war will play out?
Well, if the German forces retreating, I think it will be in our best interest to take the initiative and invade Germany. We will steamroll through Poland and finally reach Berlin, where they will feel the might of the Red Army. Hoorah!
Oh, you better watch out, Hans.
Yeah, I'm shaking in my boots.
Okay, well folks, it appears we have run out of time. Next on Channel 7, the chilling conclusion to Honey, I Think I'm a Communist. See you next time.